Get ready.
Hey guys, Bandwidth53 here. I'm so excited to share this month's Inside Infinite details with you, as I worked hard to go over all the little tidbits shared in this month's news drop and give you the best analysis and overview I could. So if you appreciate my hard work, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, if you want to support me in the best way possible, you can share this video with your friends. Anyways, let's jump into it. In the start of this article, 343 talked about their inspiration for Halo Infinite, and they mentioned that they were focused on legacy and simplicity. With legacy, they wanted players to feel like they were playing a modernized version of Halo CE. They also said that with this simplicity, they were bringing back Halo to its roots, and removing all the graphical noise that was apparent in Halo 5. They went out into the Pacific Northwest mountains to take photos for reference to get the most accurate representation of a natural mountain biome. They then showed off an in-game screenshot of a group of Marines driven by the Master Chief through a mountainous landscape. But what really caught my attention in this screenshot was the ship that we could see floating in the background. This ship might be a part of the skybox because it does show up in later images, but what is this? At first glance it looks like some type of UNSC ship, until you look at what seems to be the back, and it has a curve to it. I searched online for almost up to 2 hours and could not find a ship silhouette that lined up with this one, which was infuriating. It's either some type of UNSC ship or a Banished ship. I doubt it's Forerunner due to the shape, and I'm edging closer to a UNSC ship hijacked and modified by the Banished, or just a Banished ship that has similar geometry to the UNSC. 343 showed off some concept art of the inside of a Banished installation, which I'm not gonna lie, at first I thought it was the interior of a UNSC ship, as the art style is so similar, which makes me ponder again on the ship that we saw in the previous screenshot. They then showed off some concept art of a Banished Stronghold, which looks amazing and terrifying at the same time. They mentioned that this structure can be approached from nearly any direction, with more tactical options than prior Halo games, which really gives me a Ghost Recon Wildlands or Assassin's Creed feels, but on a larger scale. I'll be super excited to drive around that thing and plan out my point of contact. It's giving me nostalgia just looking at these screenshots, and it gives me a lot of hope for this game. 343 then gave us a glimpse of what the day and night cycle would look like in this game, and said that depending on the time of day, that coming across a Forerunner obelisk may feel peaceful and serene, or ominous and threatening. I'm really excited for this concept, as it makes for the opportunity for some missions to be only available at nighttime, and others only available at daytime, like some other open world games. And that concept might really actually have some truth, because if you zoom in on some of these screenshots, you can see Banished characters in the nighttime setting of the map, and those same characters are nowhere to be found in the day. You can also see some wildlife in these photos, but it's very hard to make out. These creatures almost look like birds, but you can't really tell due to the current draw distance limitation they have in these screenshots. 343 mentioned that they're trying to simultaneously tell the player the story of what happened on Zeta Halo in the past, as well as give them glimpses of foreshadow to the future, while the player follows the story of Master Chief and his battle versus the Banished in Cortana. They also talk about the open world freedom of the game by saying there are missions that will put you through the golden path of the primary narrative. But more than any previous game, we are breaking down the walls to create a more open play space, offering exploration and discovery. What is that odd tower in the distance? I see a smoke signal over that ridge. What is the source of the odd hum? Go find out. This is a feature I'm most excited for, as it brings back the classic Halo feel of looking for those stranded Marines, gathering them up to help you go search and recover any survivors you can find. 343 then shared a gorgeous image of Master Chief staring up at a Forerunner structure while holding a beautiful rendition of the Halo sniper. They mentioned that you can not only carry the grapple shot, but you can also carry 3 other pieces of equipment, which you can see down in the right hand corner of the screenshot. They said that you can quickly swap through this equipment to the point where it might open up the opportunity for players to discover different useful combinations in which they can use them. One thing I did notice in the screenshot was this new pistol icon. I scoured the internet, and the only time this pistol has been shown off is in the Halo Infinite action figures that come with free in-game add-ons. This pistol looks to be a brute weapon, and it's named the DISRUPTOR. I took the opportunity of taking the model from the toy packaging and colorized it to give you an idea of what it may look like in game. This pistol looks a lot like the brute spiker from Halo 3. The only thing missing is the two blades attached to the front. 343 lastly showed off a campaign screenshot of two banished banshees flying over the map with a halo ring and that mysterious ship that we had seen earlier floating off in the background. They talked about their progress with the graphics since the July camping reveal, and said they are doing everything they can to improve the experience. 343 closed off with Joseph Staten cleansing our brains with his writing genius, which I will read in full. He said, "As you read this month's update and look at the screenshots, you might have the same question I did when I joined the team last fall. What kind of game is Halo Infinite? Infinite's world is incredibly large, and its vast combat zones connect seamlessly to each other. Its vistas are filled with adventures that entice you to stray from the Golden Path story missions. From a distance, it may appear that we're building an open world game, but that's not really the case. We're making a Halo game, a sandbox shooter where our goal is to make you feel like the most powerful actor in a rich, emergent sci-fi combat simulation." For example, if you zoom into some of this month's screenshots, you'll catch glimpses of the wildlife that inhabits the ring. Halo Infinite's campaign doesn't have a crafting system, however, and you won't spend time hunting and skinning animals to make better gear for Master Chief. Spartans wear Mjolnir assault armor. They don't need leather boots. What you will spend time doing is plummeting from a rocky overlook into the heart of an enemy patrol, eliminating their leader with a well-stuck plasma grenade, using your grapple shot to pull his power weapon off the ground and into your hands, and then empty its magazine into the rest of the patrol, scattering the nearby wildlife back into their burrows. Which is to say, we've designed Halo Infinite so that you're freer than you've ever been to do what Spartan super soldiers do best. Survey a battle space, plan your attack, engage the enemy, deal with whatever surprises the sandbox throws your way, and then rearm for the next battle. What's different this time is that you have more freedom than you have ever before to choose your path throughout the world. Follow a hidden cave system into a well-guarded fortress. Wind your Warthog through a fog-filled mountain pass. Capture a Banshee and fly to a floating ring fragment across the gap of stars. A strong narrative remains at the heart of Master Chief's adventure, and your journey between story missions is entirely up to you. So then, what kind of game is Halo Infinite? It's the most open and adventure-filled Halo game ever. It's the Halo game we could only dream about making 20 years ago, and we can't wait for you to explore it. Anyways guys, that's all the news I have today on Halo Infinite. If you guys like this content and you want to see more Halo Infinite news, please smash that like button and subscribe. And also, if you guys want to join our clan or recruit for your own clan, make sure you join Team UR Halo Clan and Community in the description below by clicking the Discord link. I got way more Halo Clan news, Halo Infinite news on the way for you guys, so I'll see you in the next video. Bandwidth 53 out.